This portable power bank can charge a 14-inch MacBook Pro from 0% to 100%, and it's airline friendly. We are living in a portable electronics age where everyone has something that needs recharged eventually to keep it working. This right here is the INIU 100-watt portable power bank. This thing continues to impress me more and more, and it has a lot of capabilities. First off, look at this thing. Look how small this thing is. This is a 25,000 milliamp 100-watt power bank in a small form factor. Its high density tiny cell allows for it to be 20% to 30% smaller and thinner. And the hyperstack architecture allows for it to be a reduced size by 15 millimeters without sacrificing power and performance. No more carrying around a bulky power bank. Yes, finally. This power bank retails for $67, and I'll leave a link in the description below so you can check it out. In the box, you get the power bank itself, a USB-C cable, you get this mesh protective case, and then you also get a small user manual. From the get-go, I noticed that the power bank itself was easy and could quickly be put in its protective case. I hate when you get those cases that the device barely fits in, so it's a very tight fit, and you just struggle to get the case or struggle to get the device itself into the case. This case is just big enough to prevent that, but it also is small enough that the device is not swimming in it. All right, on to the features. First off, this is a fast charger. According to the brand, it can charge your 14-inch MacBook Pro up to 42% and an iPhone 15 up to 62% in just 25 minutes. That is quick. And when it's time to recharge the power bank itself, it only takes an hour and a half to recharge. It comes with 3 ports, 2 USB-C and 1 USB-A. The first USB-C port charges at 100 watts. The second one charges at 45 watts. And then the USB-A port charges at 18 watts. That's a lot of wattages. Now, if you're using more than one port at the same time, it's fine. It'll handle it. You can use all 3 if you want. But the wattage will drop a bit, but not by much. For example, if you use both the USB-C ports, the 100-watt port will charge at 65 watts. If you're using the 100-watt port and the USB-A port together, the 100-watt port also drops to 65 watts as well, while the USB-A will also stay at 18 watts. So essentially, the 100-watt port will be reduced to 65 when the other ports are being used. Now that we've covered the power output, let's talk about how you charge this power bank. Unlike other charging ports, there isn't a specific charging only port. To recharge this, you're going to use the 100-watt USB-C port. This port works for both input and output. One of the worst things about a power bank is that it takes forever to recharge. I've got some older power banks out there that seem to take forever to recharge fully. With that, I'm always stressing whether they're going to be ready to go when I need them. So I'm always having to get them charged, make sure it's a day before we're doing anything or whatever. This thing I can pick up, and if it's not charged fully and I want it charged fully, I can quickly plug it in, and within an hour or so, it's fully recharged. It's quick and easy. All right, so now that we've talked about the charging ports, let's talk more about the charging bank itself. As you can see here, the size of this is fairly small and is a little bit smaller than my hand. The material used for this power bank is a matte black type of plastic with a little bit of a grip. It's nice because it keeps most fingerprints away. Now the display, that's another story. The display does attract fingerprints, however, most displays do. I'm not too worried about that. The display lets us know how much battery percentage is left, and that's it. I'm kind of surprised with the big display that it has, that it just provides a battery percentage. I'm no design expert, but I'm not sure if that's needed for a reason or if it's just a large looking display with just battery percentage on it. I kind of wished it displayed some more information like how much time is left on the battery when you're charging something, so that you can get a better idea of how much longer you have until the battery itself is recharged that you're recharging. Oh well. Moving on, there's a power button. A quick press turns the power bank on, and a long press turns the power bank off. It's pretty simple. So here are my final thoughts. I've had quite a few different power banks before. However, there are 2 big things that were lacking for me. Number 1, they always took forever to recharge. And number 2, I always felt like they were only good to recharge small electronic devices like cell phones and headphones. Most of the time, charging tablets, they were usually not big enough to charge the tablet all the way up. This one being 25,000 milliamp, it can do that and a lot more. It'll even help me keep my MacBook Pro charged when I'm traveling. That right there is a big win for me. The size of this also wins me over. For having such a large capacity, it's not super bulky and heavy, so it's easy to toss in my backpack and go. It's just small enough that I can bring it on an airplane as well. If you found this video helpful, please leave me a like and feel free to ask any questions down in the comment section below. If you're new to this channel, please consider subscribing for more tech reviews, home automation, and home and automotive how-to videos. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time.